One of the best things about waking up really early in the morning, you get to see all this. My phone can't capture it well, but, you know. Hello everybody, what's up? It is July something. I'm about to go out to garage sales. I finally am going to record a intro video, so that's going to be an update from every single other time I've recorded. So, let's get biking. How much for these games?
Which one?
20?
Let's see.
You take 10?
Yes.
And then how much for this?
$1.
$1? And $11. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We got the Xbox 360 and the actual Wii system upstairs still.
Oh, okay.
Do you want that or no?
I think I already have. I'm pretty sure I already have an Xbox 360. So, do you know what kind of games you have for it?
Yeah, I don't think we have any games.
Oh, okay.
Right now. How much is anyone the system?
How many controllers does we have? Do you know?
I think I have two, and the two extensions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate it. I can take that too. Guys, have a good sale.
Nice bike, dude.
Thanks. Can't sell it, but I mean, nice bike. You know, people like chase after the right price, make it really easy to record yourself, but it is super hard when you're trying to make that deal. I made a couple sales so far, PlayStation 3 with a couple controllers, $7, and just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, so let's see what. Alright, got back a few hours ago. Honestly, had to look through all the stuff, make sure everything was there, and just put it all together. Because today was a big day. In terms of money, I spent around 140, and you'll see everything I spent it on. Yeah, this entire wall of freaking games. Another, 100 game pickup. Of course, this is not as good, nearly as good as the other one, but still kind of worth it. Anyways. So we could start off with the very first sale of the day, asked them if they had games. They had a PSP and a PSP 3001 with these 6 games, best one being Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $20. I just paid the sticker price. I paid $1 for this with it, and I asked them if they had any more. They said, yeah, we have these games for it, and I was like, okay, cool. So New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Zelda Twilight Princess, Barbie Jet Set Style, and Family Fun Pack, which is a good game to pick up. And Wii Sports, obviously, Wii Sports and New Super Mario Brothers, we make this the quintessential lot of Wii games, because this cost me about $10 for all of these. So both of these were in the same place, about $31 in total. So pretty good first pickup. I was getting beat out a couple times by the time I hit 9 o'clock. I was out there at around 6:40 and hit a bunch of sales pretty early enough to where no one asked. Or, well, people asked, but I still got stuff for some reason. I don't know why I picked this one up, but Terraria and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for $8, which is pretty good, because they didn't ask sticker price, and I was really appreciative of that. A couple of just basic handheld games. They weren't worth anything, I realized. I looked them up, but they were $1 for both. So some AV cables for some NES systems if once I need them, and of course some toys. All of that was for $2, and then I had a couple of Lego minifigures, but those sold already. For $5 over here was a PlayStation 3, no cords or anything like that, but it did come with 2 controllers and a PlayStation 2 controller, all for $8. This was a weird sale. I kept trying to get them to pull out stuff, but for $8 in total was a pretty good deal. Then right here, just a couple of Legos for $2, a couple of minifigures and such, and then the Scooby-Doo plug-and-play for $1. This was actually at the second sale. I didn't realize I skimmed over it, but $4 for it. I pick up printer ink because I've been able to sell it in the past, so recoups my cost, which makes it really good. I could get to the last sale, but I did want to talk about a story. So I went up to a sale and I went up and asked them, "Hey, are you guys still setting up?" And he looks at me dead in the eye and goes, "Yes, we are." For me, that was so funny because I can count on my hands the number of times people are actually rude to me at garage sales. And maybe it's just a tone of voice, maybe he wasn't really serious, but it was like, oh, okay, jeez. Yeah, so very last thing of all of this is all of these Xbox 360 games. Very last sale of the day. Oh, shoot, forgot. Olympus camera for $20. Not too bad for that. And then it came with this bag for another $2, which was pretty good. But yeah, all of these games, every single one of these games was for $50. Initially, the actual sale was 30. The guy was the people who were at the sale weren't the people who owned this. It was their husbands, and so they sold me some of they brought out these two totes of stuff, and then this is just miscellaneous stuff that I have. This has bad corrosion in it, so I can't really use it. And like a Turtle Beach headset and a couple of things, that sort of stuff. But this is the real cream of the crop here, because $100, her 100. This is a pretty much 100 games right here. I don't know exactly how many there are. I didn't count them yet, but for $50, it's pretty good. So yeah, initially the actual sale was $30. I was gonna get it for $30, but then, the husband called when she was texting him. And he's like, "I won't take anything less than 100." And I told him, "Hey, my dad's driving by to pick me up because I didn't have enough room to go on the bike with this." I told him, "Hey, could I give you an extra $20 so you guys can have $50 for all the games that you sold me?" And he's like, "Okay, yeah, that sounds good." Or the lady who was selling it to me was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good." But yeah, the best stuff in the lot was probably Tearaway. This is my very first PSP Vita game, so that's kind of cool. A bunch of steelbook cases, and then Guitar Hero Metallica. Surprisingly, is the most expensive game out of this entire lot. Like nothing big. It wasn't like a big, super expensive one, but even at $4 a game, which I mean, sometimes you can get that for Xbox 360 games, this was completely worth it. I think I'm putting a lot of this stuff into my collection and just recouping the cost using some of the $10 games, probably Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2, depending on what condition everything is in. But yeah, this is everything. Oh, and of course this $5 for LED strips because I was gonna make my game shelf look a lot nicer. But yeah, pretty much everything I got today was $140. A little bit much for one day, but it was $50 for all of this stuff, and then 10, 20. That already was, and then the camera was another 20, so that's already $100, and the rest was probably like $40. But yeah, pretty good deals all around. I'll be able to make back all of my money within the week, and I'll be able to get some cool stuff into the collection, especially the physical copy of Donkey Kong Country, because I need a physical copy of it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Hope you guys had some good sales this week, and you have a good one.